Hey guys, my name is not Nathan, and today we're going to take a look at the Surface Pro 3 by Microsoft. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up this box here and see what we got. Wait a second. Wait a second, what? Isn't this a MacBook Air? What the fuck? Hello and welcome everybody. My name is not Nathan, and today we're going to be taking a look and unboxing of the Surface Pro 3 by Microsoft and the little accessory that I got, which is the Microsoft display adapter, which allows you to wirelessly connect any Windows PC and Android device to a computer or to a TV through the HDMI. Now you might be wondering, I don't have the type cover here with me right now, but that is on the way. So we're going to get started here looking at that. So we're going to slide away the cover here. Actually, we got to untape this stuff here. Get that out of the way. Unslide the box here, and I'm going to put this off to the side. And now we can actually look, and you can see the Surface Pro 3 tablet is sitting right here in front of us. But we're going to pull this out, and we're going to put that off to the side and take a look at what else we get in the box here. So some of the things here, we get your standard paperwork, your literature. That's going to go through the step-by-step of, what is your Surface, what everything does. And usually a little bit of safety and warranty information. So nothing too substantial there. The other things we got is the pen, the interactive pen here. That's going to be used. That connects via Bluetooth to your Surface, and the battery that goes along with it. I don't think there's... Well, there could be... Actually, yeah, that's right. One of the most important pieces about this thing that you're going to need is the power charger, the power adapter, which is in the side compartment here. And so we are going to take this out and reveal it, and note that based on what I've learned from some other reviews out there, is that the Surface Pro 3 uses a different charger than the previous one, so this is not compatible with previous generations. So if you do own a Surface Pro 2 or 1 or even the RT, this is not compatible, unfortunately. And so what you just got your standard power charger. That's going to be a 2-prong adapter. Then this part goes into the adapter itself. Then you've got the actual charger, and so this thing, you have your input there to plug it in. On the back here, you've got your little logo for for the Windows 8 Pro, so it says that's what comes with it. And then you've got the actual charger here. This thing connects magnetically, kind of like the MagSafe connector that you would experience from most Apple devices. Okay, so we're going to move this off to the side here. So then we can actually start looking at the main product here. But one of the things that's been advised, because you do the pen pairing, right at the beginning, they suggest that you take care of the pen battery right away and actually pop it in there. So this is the positive end, goes into the pen here, and we put this on here, and it will give us some more instructions when we actually power on the Surface Pro for the first time. Okay, and now we're actually looking at the device in question. So now we're going to start off by flipping this guy over and peeling the plastic on the back. And this is always my favorite part because I just love the sound of peeling plastic. if I could, like, legitimately, if I could have a job that's just peeling plastic all day, I would be all there. Okay, so we're going to put this plastic off to the side here for a moment. And now we're going to actually look at the tablet here. So you can see my little camera there. So we've got some camera reception going on. So we look at this. This is a 12-inch display. And this does output higher than a 1080p display. Just clarifying here for you. I believe it's kind of like a 2100 resolution, kind of closer to what you expect out of an iPad's resolution. And so that's kind of what we're looking at there. We'll get the actual specs in the description below, so I do apologize if I don't have the exact resolution specs for you right now, but it is higher than a 1080p panel. And hey, look, you can see me. Hi, it's me. But let's look around the side. So let's start from the bottom here. And so from the bottom, you have the connector that's pretty much just for using the type cover that we are still expecting later on to be receiving. So that's going to snap on there magnetically, and so later on I'll be giving some kind of review of what it's like to use the type cover. But that'll be in a couple days. We move on to the side of the tablet here. We've got your normal headphone jack and your volume rockers, which have a little bit of a tactile feel. So sometimes it could be a little hard to actually tell what it's actually doing. All right, on the top side of the tablet here, pretty much just a power button. On the left side, nothing too fancy here. We flip the tablet over to the right side. We'll have a mini display port, which I've heard can output to a 4K display. I'll be doing some tests with that later, don't you worry. And a USB 3.0 port, and one of the speakers. Then, obviously, one of the things they say here is that you do have the kickstand that I believe you go from the side here and you just pop it out. And you don't have any like clicks as far as like with the Surface 2, where there was pretty much, it was closed, one spot, another spot you could set it to. Like there's not like any settings like that. The only other thing to note here is a micro SD card slot there if you want some expandable storage. Note that the one that I got here is the 256 gig SSD model that has the Core i7, which is a 1.7 gigahertz dual core processor. So don't be expecting to do any sort of gaming with this. That's not at all what this is designed to do. This is meant to really be a business laptop. I have my own purposes for this because I wanted to get a new tablet. I'm also someone that really likes using styluses for writing. I have a Note 3 by Samsung for my smartphone that uses the S Pen, and I also have the Galaxy Note tab, like the first generation one that also has a touch screen. But the thing is, I could have gotten the 2014 model for about $550 of the Samsung tablet, or gotten the Pro edition, which would have been $1,000. But the thing is, I wanted a full desktop experience with this, and so that's why I opted to get the Surface Pro. So now we are going to try and power it back. We're going to power it on for the first time. We'll see what kind of battery life it's got to start off with. If I were a betting man, I would say it's not going to be very much to start off with. And it's going to take a little bit of time to start up. So let's see here. And so I'm going to actually pop around here a second just because I need to be able to select all the different things here. So I'm just going to scooch over a little bit. So I do apologize for this. I'm still kind of getting used to the whole unboxing thing. I haven't done these very much. So obviously I'm speaking English right now, so we're going to do English default except for time zone, which I am. Let's see. Don't go too fast on me. We want Central Time for me. Yours may vary. I agree foolishly to your terms. And so this thing says insert the battery and press and hold the top button until you see a light blinking here. I'm hoping I'm not like covering the light. Up there it is. It turned green there. So now the pen is successfully there. And now it asked me to go through any personalization stuff. Because I'm getting a purple touch cover, I'm going to just go with a purple background because that just makes sense. And so now I'm going to give this computer a name. And so I think I'm going to go with, because my channel is not Nathan, we'll go with not Nathan. Underscore surface, because I only have one surface. I would see no reason for me to have multiple surface. The name is too long. Let's see if we can do not surf. And so we're going to connect to my Wi-Fi, which is a wireless AC, and then I'm going to enter in the password. Alrighty, so now we connected to the Wi-Fi, and I'm just going to go with express settings for right now. I'm not too concerned. And so now it suggests that I can now sign into my Microsoft account. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here. I don't bother with the OneDrive stuff right now. That might be something I'll do in the future, but right now I just want to get us in just so we can really see what's going on. But from what I can see, the screen looks really crisp. It looks really nicely, although you guys won't be able to necessarily see that for yourself because the screen resolution is higher than a 1080p display. And so that's, you're not going to be able to see anything higher than that. So even if I was like showing like a 4K video here, the best you could see is up to 1080p. And so this part might take a little bit longer depending on how much stuff you've got. But while we're waiting here, did confirm the screen resolution is 2160 by 1440. It's a 3:2 ratio monitor. So wanted to get that clarified. I apologize, I didn't know that before. I was just clarifying, just doing some research here while we wait for this thing to finish installing the app. So we'll be rejoining shortly. I guess while we wait for that to go, we can unbox. Here. We'll put this off to the side so we can still see the progress. But we might as well try and open up this guy here. This is the display adapter that lets you plug this into a TV. Like, allows you to wirelessly connect to a TV. And now you might be saying like, well, the latency is going to be terrible. Well, I'm not really playing games on this, and plus I'm connecting through wireless AC, so that shouldn't be a problem. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. And one of the things they give you here in the box looks like a HDMI extender in case it's in case where your HDMI slots are on your TV. If there's not enough clearance, you can extend this out and provide yourself with a little bit more room. Other things, you guys, just basic paperwork that kind of just goes through how you set this up. I believe there's just an application that you run for that. Oh, it looks like my desktop is done, but let's finish this part off first before we can get back to that. And so here is the adapter. It's got a little cover here, it looks like, for the HDMI. Now, I would not expect this to output 4K display by any means. This is because the thing is, even if it could display 4K, you still need to have an HDMI 2.0 port to get it to run at 60 FPS. Otherwise, you're kind of stuck at 30 if you even have a 1.4 HDMI port on your TV. But for 1080p casting, I think this will be fine. But I will give you some a little bit more of feedback after I've used this tablet for a little while. And after I've gotten the type cover too, because I'm sure you guys are going to want to know what the experience is like with the type cover. So we are back with the Surface Pro, and this might feel a little awkward because I am not a right-handed writer. I am a lefty. And so you can see there, now we got a full desktop experience, and you can just hit the start menu and you got your Metro. And with Windows 10 coming in the future, oh, and also know that you can just hit this little Windows button here. If you got too big of fingers that you can't touch that little start button there, you can touch the one right here. But with Windows 10 coming along, Microsoft says that we'll be able to upgrade to Windows 10 for free within the first year of its release, which will be awesome. I'd like to see what it'll be like on the Surface Pro 3. A lot of people are saying there's going to be automatic detection when you take off the type cover. It's going to automatically go into tablet mode, go into the Metro and stuff like that. And when you put on the type cover, it's going to immediately give you to a desktop experience. The other thing I wanted to show you here with the kickstand is how much range of motion you got. So you can start at a very minimal like this, but you can also go like all the way down, which like this far, and this is beyond what you're going to get with any laptop really out there on the market, especially when you're comparing this to the MacBook Air. And so this is the MacBook Air is what Microsoft directly compares this to. And so after I've used this device for a little while, we are going to do another video here kind of comparing the two products. Just kind of give you my overall opinion of the two products and which one I would suggest you would buy more. It's like they're around the same price point when it's all said and done. The only other thing I don't think I mentioned about was the webcams here, and the camera on the back, which isn't going to be anything too impressive. So you've got a camera up here and a camera on the back here. Both of these are going to be a 5 megapixel camera, but so don't be expecting to be taking photos. I mean, it is still a ridiculous notion to see somebody holding a tablet taking pictures, but people do that. So this is probably going to be good for doing a Skype call or Google Hangout or something like that. So I think it's going to be good for that reason, but I wouldn't expect to be using this for photography, not in the slightest. And so let's see, what else can we talk about here? The other thing to note, speaking of note, is that with this pen, you've got this purple button, which if you click that, it's supposed to automatically open OneNote, and there's some options there that I can't read that I'll look in a second. Then you've got a 2-click thing, which I believe is a left click and right click. And so I'm just going to take a look here just to see what it is prompting to do. Express setting. Okay, and so it's opening up some previous notes that I worked on, but if you hit the note button, it's supposed to automatically open up a brand new note regardless if the screen's locked. And with the pen, you should be able to go ahead and draw around on here. Let me see if I can get us a bigger pen here. 1 second. My apologies. That should be a little bit easier to see now. Is this little pen here that's like doing a remarkable job, and so you can do things. I apologize, I'm a lefty here. You can do a little small, and then you can go real fat with more pressure, and so you can do this all from a locked state. So if you have the screen off and you go ahead and press that purple button, it's going to go ahead and it's supposed to open up a brand new note. And if you need to do any more features, you can just hit the unlock button here on the corner. I don't know if I'm actually pressing, I apologize. And if you have a password, it's gonna prompt you for a password, but for this sake, because I haven't set that up yet, you don't need to add a password to authenticate for this quick test. But I think that's going to be it. Let me know if you like this unboxing. If you want to see more videos like this, I got a couple more products underway. I know some people that I know like to hear me talk about some of the tech gadgets that I buy, and give kind of a little more of a unboxing and review. And as always, I note that this isn't going to take over the gaming part of the channel. This is just something that I'm going to be doing every once in a while to see what you guys think. And so, as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Here we go.
I'm gonna stay here and pogo stick you until you die.